The most powerful force in your life isn't the noise outside, it's the voice within. Not the comments, not the criticisms, not even the praise, but the quiet things you whisper to yourself when no one's listening. That's what shapes your world, because you'll never rise above the image you hold of yourself. Not the one in photos, not the one others believe in, the real one, the one you see when the world fades. If you see weakness, you'll act weak. If you see failure, you'll stop trying. If you see someone broken, you'll live like you can't be fixed. But what if you've been lied to? Not by the world, but by the part of you that's been hurt for far too long. What if that voice in your head isn't the truth, but just an echo of your fears? You've carried labels that were never yours. You've believed stories written by people who never understood your worth. But you have a choice now to rewrite the narrative, to redraw the picture. Because if you start to see potential, not perfection, just possibility, everything changes. You weren't born broken. You didn't come into this world doubting yourself. That came later. You were told in subtle ways and loud moments that you weren't smart enough, that you weren't strong enough, that you weren't enough, period. And slowly, you started to believe it. You were shaped by pain, molded by misunderstanding. Each scar didn't just mark your body, it rewired your mind. You stopped dreaming, you stopped speaking up, you started hiding, not from the world, but from yourself. But that's not the truth. That's just the version of the story someone else handed you. And you've held on to it for far too long. That voice in your head, the one that doubts, criticizes, fears, it's just a loop, a memory, not a prophecy. It's time to take the pen back. It's time to rewrite that story, line by line, thought by thought, because the past may have shaped you, but it does not have to define you. You are not your past. You are not the worst thing you've been through, not the rejection, not the regret, not the moment you almost gave up. You are not your mistakes. You're the lesson you chose to learn from them. You're the grit that got up after the fall, the fire that didn't go out, even when it flickered in the dark. You are not defined by what happened to you. You are defined by what you do next, and every step you take in silence, every habit no one applauds, every moment you refuse to quit, it's working. Even if it doesn't feel like it yet, see the strength, even if it's quiet. See the resilience, even if it's trembling. See the fire, because it's still burning. You are not behind. You are becoming. You are more than what they see, more than the roles they gave you, more than the image they boxed you into. You are not their opinions. You are not their expectations. You are not their limitations. They saw you through their own cracks, their own insecurities, their own fears. But you've seen what it's like to rebuild from the bottom. You've felt the weight of silence and still chose to rise. Stop looking at yourself through a cracked lens. You were never broken, just buried, beneath doubt, beneath noise, beneath a story that was never really yours. Start seeing what's real. Start seeing what's always been there. A fighter, a builder, a survivor, a soul in progress, becoming sharper, clearer, and stronger with every step. They may never understand your journey, but you don't need them to. You just need to see you, the real you, and never look away again. You don't need to be perfect. Forget that lie. Perfection is a mask, and you've worn enough of those. You just need to be honest. Honest about what hurts, honest about what you want, honest about the gap between who you are and who you know you can be. You need to see the scars and still stand tall. You need to see the flaws and still move forward. Because true change doesn't start when life gets easier. It starts when you stop running from your reflection. This is your life, your path, your reflection. And when you change the way you see yourself, when you really see the power inside you, the world has no choice but to see it too.